Hello, welcome back to another very special episode where Trey interviews Chad.
Hi guys, I'm your host. Hi guys, my name is Trey and I'm your host today. I'm interviewing Chad. He's a firefighter and I want to be a firefighter. Can I ask you some questions, Chad?
Absolutely, let's do it.
What is your job and where do you work?
So, I'm a firefighter, and I work at the Washington Fire Department here in the city of Washington. I'm more than really just a firefighter. I am an EMT, which means an emergency medical technician. So, as a firefighter, we do multiple things. We don't just put out fires. We do all sorts of things, such as respond to emergency calls for medical. It could be a car wreck. It could be a person stuck in an elevator. There's all different sorts of things that we tend to respond to, and that basically all culminates into being a firefighter. So that's what I do, and that's where I work.
Thank you. Do you have any fire training?
So yes and no. Before I became a firefighter, I had no training. I actually went to school at Indiana University. I graduated with a degree in teaching. I was going to be a teacher. And so from there, I ended up becoming a firefighter. When I became a firefighter, I had no medical training and no fire training. However, when I got on the job, I ended up attending classes and stuff like that to obtain my fire certifications. So some people do it that way, and some people have fire training before they come into the job. There are fire degrees out there, such as fire science, things of that nature. Vincennes University offers that, and there are quite a few guys on here that have a fire background and fire training. So no, I didn't have training prior to becoming a firefighter, but once I got on, the training never stops.
Thank you. Do you have any kids?
I do have kids. I got two little boys, Bodie and McCoy. They are 4 years old is Bodie and 2-year-old McCoy.
Can you show me the fire truck in the firehouse?
You bet. Let's take a tour. Now, this will probably be a shortened tour. If you ever want to stop in and maybe check everything out, feel free. We can do that too and kind of explain more to you at that time. Because if I went through everything right now, we'd probably be here all day. So let me see if I can spin this around. So
I've been to a firehouse before.
You have? All right. So here's the fire truck. This is engine 8. This is at your West End fire station. So this is where I'm riding today. This is what they call the captain's seat. This is where I'll be riding today. I got my helmet and stuff up there. This here is the back of our seat is our air pack. So when we have a fire, we put those on, and that's how we breathe our air. So I got my gear here all ready, set to put on if we need it. Back here, a couple more seats. This is medical equipment. We have to respond to a medical call. As you can see here, we got some ladders and stuff. There's some hose. In all these compartments, we have different things. This is ventilation here, so we got some fans and stuff to help us blow smoke or clear things out. We got all of our tools up here. In here, we keep some extrication equipment for car wrecks. Up there is all your 5-inch hose. That's what we'll hook up to a fire hydrant, and that's how we get our water. I'll show you where that hooks up. In here, those are airbags down there in case we need to lift like a vehicle off of somebody. If somebody's underneath a vehicle, we can use those. This cabinet here is just going to be more tools. So as you can see on a fire truck, we got pretty much a tool for everything. I like to think of us as kind of like problem solvers. So you're presented with a problem and you got to find a way to solve it. So that's our fire truck, okay? I'll take you on a quick station tour here. So this here is going to be the kitchen.
Yeah, I heard that you actually have a kitchen.
Yes, we do have a kitchen. So when I come to work, I got here this morning and I don't get to go home till tomorrow morning. So we live here. So we got some recliners with a TV. We got an office here. That's my partner, Justin. Just take you through here. A couple bathrooms there. And then here is basically our dormitory. So this is our beds where we all sleep.
There's a lot of you.
Yeah, we keep about 8 beds in there, so everybody kind of gets their own bed. And I'll take you over here to this other part of the station. We're back out in the Bay Area. If you've never been to the West End Fire Station, come down sometime. We have what we call a museum, but it's some old fire trucks. It's an old open top. You can see there's no top on it. So this is an old truck. I think it was in service in the 1980s. This is an old Graham fire truck. Actually, it wasn't Washington's. I believe it was Plainville's fire truck. But that's back in the early 1900s. And then you got an old steamer. So this is actually a horse-drawn steamer. So they used to have horses that would pull them out to the fire, and they had some hose and stuff that would hook up to this, and it would operate and send water. And this was basically their fire truck, and it was pulled by a horse. So that's kind of some history that we have here at the West End. Like I said, you can stop in and check it out sometime if you want. But that's pretty much our fire station, and that's the basic stuff to a fire truck.
Thank you.
You bet.
Are you ever scared when you get called to a fire?
No, I'm not. Or I haven't been yet. So one of the reasons I wanted to be a firefighter was I like adrenaline and the thrill. So have you ever rode a roller coaster?
Yeah.
And you know how you get really pumped up to ride that roller coaster and you can feel your heart beating fast and you get your blood flowing?
No, there's another reason why I don't like roller coasters.
Oh, okay. Well, I like roller coasters and it gets me excited and everything. Well, that's kind of the same thing when you get called to a fire. So you get your adrenaline going and you start thinking. And just that thrill and that rush was one of the reasons I wanted to be a firefighter, because I like that feeling and I like that rush. So being scared, I've never really been scared. I just kind of let the training take over. There's a lot of things to think about when you get that call that there is a fire, and you just try to rely on your training and do what you need to do.
Thank you. As your career, what did you dream of when you were a kid?
Good question. When I was a little kid, I dreamed of playing in the NBA.
Whoa.
I thought for sure I was going to be an NBA player. I loved basketball. I grew up when Michael Jordan was at the top of his game, and I live and breathe basketball. And so I always thought my dream was to play in the NBA. And I never really put much thought into my actual career. As I got a little bit older, I realized I'm probably not going to make the NBA. But as a kid, it was fun to dream about.
Thank you. Do you have any questions for me?
Do I have any questions for you? So I hear you want to be a firefighter. Is that right?
Yeah.
Why do you want to be a firefighter?
Because they get to use cool hoses, and the best thing is that they help people.
That's right. Yeah, that's one of my main reasons of wanting to do this was to help make an impact on people and help my community. It's a great feeling when you're able to help someone, and I like where you're at. I definitely say chase it. If that's your dream, chase it. Like I said, I didn't have any training going in, but getting training beforehand definitely helps. Another question I had was, what kind of hobbies do you like? Do you have any hobbies that you do?
What are hobbies?
Like sports or games? What do you like doing outside of, say, school?
I like basketball and soccer. I never really tried baseball, but it looks cool.
Yeah, definitely. I would say play every sport you can and try them out. You know, the only way you're gonna know if you don't like it is if you try it. As a kid, I played pretty much every sport, and you know that taught me lots of things over the years was through sports. Being a part of a team that helps me out now as a firefighter because we got to work as a team, and I can take things I learned from playing on a team, being coached, things of that nature, all relate to the fire job. So that's really all I got. I think I appreciate you having me on and letting me tell you about myself and the job as a firefighter. Again, I ask you to come in sometime, hang out, check things out, especially, you know, if you're interested in it. It's something that you can definitely dream about and enjoy hanging out.
Thank you very much. Oh, and there's one thing I'm really interested in a fire. It's a fire pole.
Oh, the fire pole?
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually have one here, but it's more just for show because every fire station has a fire pole, right?
Yeah, not
So-
most fire stations.
Yeah. So we have one. It's just for show because we don't actually use it because there's actually not an upstairs area that we're at that we would need to use it. A lot of places, their bunk room where they sleep would be upstairs, and so they would have a fire pole so they could get down quickly. But since everything's on the main floor here, we don't use it, but we do have one.
I like it. I don't like it to go down it.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
you're very welcome, man. I appreciate you having me on.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you both so much. That was a wonderful interview. Trey, we're so proud of you.